What's up, y'all? This is Jordan. You're watching The Communist Carpenter, and today I'm going to be talking about lazy people under socialism and communism. So I recently got this new job, been about 3 months, give or take, and I work with the boss man only. He's the only dude who works here. Me and him. And recently, we got into a conversation about politics. We have, just this past week, which we have not ever had before. So one of the questions he asked me was, what about lazy people? What about people who just want to live off the government? Do communists want everyone to just live off the government? Or, are they going to put us in work camps and fucking shoot us in the head if we put our shovels down for 2 seconds? Shit like that. And I answered him to the best of my abilities, but as with every video on this channel, this is just going to be to consolidate my own thoughts so that I'm better prepared to give answers that I'm satisfied with when I have conversations with people in real life. So, I'm going to be talking about this topic just a little bit. So, first off, there's this idea that fucking people, communists just want everyone to be lazy. They just want everyone to live off of the government and not do any work. So just think about that statement for a second. You think that people can just live off of the government and literally do nothing? That doesn't make any sense. If you think that communism or communist governments or socialist governments, whatever, can simultaneously keep everybody from working and let everybody be lazy, and at the same time put people in work camps and the whole country still functions somehow, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. It makes no goddamn sense. No, that's not what we want. That's not what communists want, okay? What communists want is full employment of everybody. We want everybody to be able to contribute what they can to fulfill society's needs. So, right now, for example, there's a lot of fucking useless jobs under capitalism, because that's what capitalism does. It creates useless fucking jobs. Like, for example, if you watch The Office, you'll see Dunder Mifflin is the stupidest fucking thing. What do? Fucking supply paper to people? Like, imagine there's fucking 80 companies that supply paper to people across the United States. I don't think there's that many that supply paper, but just imagine that, let's say fucking there's five fucking companies that supply paper to people all across the United States. You have, in each company, you have people working in a mail room, you have salespeople, you have people taking care of logistics, you have a fleet of truckers to deliver that shit. I don't know if they outsource for that or not. I've never done that kind of job. But anyways, you've got all these different positions. Managers, fucking district managers, whatever the fuck. You got maintenance guys for the buildings and all that. Now, under communism, those jobs would just be nationalized. You wouldn't have to fucking sell paper to anybody. You would just make paper and distribute it to who needs it. So the sales position at all these jobs would just be eliminated. You wouldn't need a fucking salesperson. All you would need is people to make the paper, to run the machinery, to keep it going. Fucking logistical people to figure out who needs how much paper and where and by what time. Shit that needs to be done as it stands, but just consolidated under the government. So it's probably going to be better organized because there's not 5 different fucking companies. It's just one fucking entity doing all that shit, right? It just fucking makes more sense. Imagine if these 5 companies fused into one big company and they just fucking did, that would be way more organized as opposed to because, everyone would be on the same page instead of 5 different fucking pages. It's ironic that we're talking about paper. But anyways, so that would free up people from doing any kind of useless work, and they would be able to do more meaningful work, like building public housing, maintaining or creating new infrastructure, working in healthcare, fucking growing food. You know, just there's countless things that can be done to improve society, and people can fucking do more of that instead of doing useless shit. So the elimination of useless jobs and the proliferation of practical jobs would come about under communism. Now, people are probably also going to say, well, if communists don't want everyone to be lazy, then that just means they're going to work us all to death, and this and that. And like, no. So with the elimination of useless jobs and the focus on work that is needed to be done, work that is a necessity to maintain and progress society, like, you know how many people have fucking useless ass jobs and how many people are fucking unemployed? With all of those people employed, we could bring the fucking work day down to like 4 hours a day and probably get rid of a day or two. Fucking, you imagine working 4 or 5 hours a day, 3 days a week, 3 or 4 days a week? Like, that would be fucking epic. And everyone's needs are met. You get your housing, you get your fucking food, you get your fucking, transportation and shit, because we'll have public transportation, hopefully. That should be a project that everyone works on here in the United States, because we have no fucking public transportation, and everybody relies on fucking cars, and it's terrible. But anyways, so fucking, yeah, man, everyone would be fully employed. Nobody would fucking be left without a job. And if you want to fucking work more, work more. No one's gonna say no. If you fucking, with your free time, you can use the free education that communism will provide to fucking go learn to become a doctor, or a mechanic, or a fucking physicist, or an engineer, or an architect, or just fucking go paint, or make music, or play with your children, or spend time with your loved ones, or go play a fucking sport that you love. Like, everyone's needs will be met, and fucking everyone will have more time to do what they want to do with their lives. This is another misconception, is fucking, you think that if everybody's needs are met, then people will just do nothing? Fuck no. Have you ever tried to do nothing? If you have a day, just a day that's fucking slow, given the fact that you're not overworked or some shit, like most people are, vegging out on the couch all day fucking sucks. Nobody wants to do that. Again, unless you've been fucking overworked, but nobody wants to do that shit. People want something to do, and they're gonna find something to do, whether, again, it's something that they enjoy or something that is practical and propels society forward. Not that, self-enjoyment isn't practical, it absolutely is, but we would have more time for that. That's all I'm saying. So that's my thoughts on lazy people and socialism and communism and all that. So, I mean, I guess you could go a little deeper into it. I don't know if there's any more questions, but I feel like I've addressed the main qualms with lazy people and socialism in this video. So if you have any questions or comments or whatever the fuck to ask me, go ahead and just drop a comment down below and let me know. I'm gonna try to keep this video under 10 minutes, and I have done so. Anyways, thanks for watching, y'all. This is Jordan, in solidarity.